One of the guys that get a lot of credit is Steve Blackman from Muscular Development. I mean, those guys have done an extraordinary job for years and years and years to promote health, to promote fitness, to promote strength, to promote bodybuilding, powerlifting, weightlifting, and all of those kind of things. So the contributions they made is gigantic, and I hail them for that.
This is Peter McGough with Muscular Development. I'm here with the mighty Cedric McMillan. Amazingly, this is the first time we've ever really had a conversation, Cedric.
Yes, hello. My name is Cedric McMillan, and I'm from the United States of America. And you're from the UK, aren't you?
I'm from Chicago, actually. You know, I'm just blown in from the Windy City.
I really don't believe that.
That's a very good accent. 2 Big Macs. Anyway, so Cedric, you've become, you know, many people's favourites of what bodybuilding should look like, including me. How do you carry that banner? Is there a pressure, or is it just you being true to your beliefs?
Okay, you know what? The easy part, well, you know what? It's easy and hard at the same time. If I never knew what anybody else thought, it would be easy. Okay, but even though I'm doing, you know, the best I can to stay true to an ideal, there's still a want to, you know, listen, if Peter says Cedric should be a little bigger, or Cedric should be a little leaner, his glutes need to be more striated. You know, if Peter said that about Cedric, then there's a want to try to satisfy that, you know, because you never want to hear anything negative about yourself. You want to try to satisfy everybody, you know, and that's some of the things that I deal with. Like, should I continue to do what I'm doing, or should I change my whole game plan? You know, but once I get home and relax and get with my family and go back to my gym, then, you know, my head is clear and I feel good about what I'm trying to do. My coach told me something. He said, you know, Cedric, he said, the difficult part about you and your situation is a lot of these people don't even know what they're looking at when they see you. And what you're trying to represent, and, you know, they don't recognize that anymore, right? And what that done for me is it made me, it gave me even more drive to say, you know what, I'm just going to keep coming with it, because I believe so strongly in, you know, a certain ideal of what bodybuilding was, and I'm pretty sure you know, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. You know, there was a time where bodybuilders, just by being a muscular person, you were popular. Whereas nowadays, you know, bodybuilders are not popular. They're kind of like underground. It's an underground thing, you know, and we kind of get looked at like zoo animals. And I wanted to bring that appeal back to the sport, you know, to where it's not so extreme and is actually all inspiring, you know, and makes people want to get off the couch and start exercising and things. And that's what I want to try to do. You know, well, yeah, but guess what? In order to do that, man, you can't be 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You maybe can't have these freaky body parts, you know, that look great in this magazine ad, you know, but it doesn't look too great walking around. You know, the general public are a little bit afraid of it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm just going to stick with what I'm doing and pray that the people will eventually say, you know what? Man, I kind of like how Cedric looks, you know, and slowly win people over. That's what I want to try to do, but without changing myself. You know, make small improvements. Like if I look at my physique and say, you know, in my side chest, I need to have more, you know, more hamstrings, or, you know, in my back double, I need to have, you know, thicker lower lats. Make small changes like that. But, you know, I would never be one of these guys that, you know, come out the gate and all of a sudden I'm 350 pounds. And, you know, I don't want to play that game. You know, I want to, you know, display a beautiful physique. I want to display a well-balanced physique, you know, because balance is important too. You know, everybody has strong and weak body parts, but the key is if you can put it all together right, you know. So you got big legs, that's fine, but can you balance your upper body out with that, you know? And you have to play around to figure that kind of stuff out. And like for right now, nobody can say, oh, Cedric's freaky body part is nothing, because everything kind of fits together, you know. And that's what I want, you know. I still got some weaknesses I need to work on. I need bigger calves and bigger biceps and stuff. So that stuff is what I can really put I got to be bigger. I put that determination into my weak body parts that really need to grow. But for other things, I focus on trying to make sure I have the detail and, trying to make it look the best it can without being too extreme, and then the other part of all of this is the presentation of it. Because some people, would say, you may read one article or see one interview where somebody says, "Oh, I just love how Cedric poses," and then you may read another one where somebody says, "Oh, he's boring. He needs to be more intense." And and what my coach told me, and I I got a text from Dennis James. Never texts me at all, and Dennis James texted me today, and he said, "Just be yourself." And I have to remember that, whatever I'm doing, just hang in there and do that and try to refine that, and don't try to redefine yourself. The way that I pose, I love it, and it makes me feel good inside. And hopefully I'm able to connect with people emotionally, mentally, with what I do. But guess what? The truth of the matter is there's going to be some people that don't like it also. And that's fine. That's why there's diversity, because there will be somebody else that person does like, So it has been a long journey for me to be able to accept the fact that I can't please everybody, and accept the fact that I can't be everything as well, and just be the best me that I possibly can be. And so that's where I am now, and it's giving me a sense of calm. It's giving me a sense of self-value. It's giving me a sense of satisfaction with where I've came, thus far with my career.
I mean, I really respect your beliefs. You're my kind of bodybuilder. You put it in a nutshell there. You've got all the body parts and they flow together. There isn't anything, in this day and age, it's like he's got a big back and nothing else. It's not a composed sculpture.
Yeah.
And the way you deliver, and you have fun on stage. Look how much fun you had last year with the selfies and everything.
Yeah.
So I really respect the fact that you're keeping to your beliefs. It's been great talking to you.
Yeah.
What's your mindset for tomorrow? You were second here last year. Are you going up a notch, or are you just going to let the chips fall where they may?
Yeah. Well, hey, look, no matter what you think, the chips going to fall where they may anyway, no matter what you think or what you want to try to make happen, right? But I can say that my scale weight is about 25 pounds bigger than last year. The detail and everything, as far as my conditioning, is the same that it was last year. And what I'm hoping is with the size that I can be, because a lot of times, I'm so focused on the conditioning, that I'll get to the stage and I'll be a little bit depleted and flat. So I'm hoping that the size gain that I've gotten will help me to still be able to look a little bit dense and round, and that's what I want to try to have. And sometimes, when you're really full and you got that density, then your body actually has a harder look to it, whereas when you're depleted, you look a little bit soft. So that's going to be something that we're going to try this time and see how it goes. And the way everything's going right now, I feel good about it. And we just going to cruise in and finish this thing off. And from there, not really focus too much on how I stack up against this person or that person or any of these guys, but once again, just try to be the best Cedric that I can be, make sure Peter is happy with what he sees.
Well, look, Cedric, it's been a joy talking to you. I won't keep you any longer.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Just look into that camera and give the fans a final message for Saturday.
Yeah, basically, I just want to say, one thing, for us bodybuilders, we all work so hard to try to be our best. One of the most important things about bodybuilding is the diversity that we have. And the negativity is one of the worst things about bodybuilding. So look, if you got an athlete or some athletes, some physique styles that you don't like, instead of spending a bunch of time being negative about them, why don't you spend time supporting and being positive for the ones that you do like? Everybody's not going to have huge legs. Everybody's not going to have, vascular skin. Everybody's not going to be round. You know what I'm saying? Find somebody that you can identify yourself with, somebody that motivates and inspires you, and let that be what you try to follow after. Let that be who you support, and because we're all doing the best we can. And all we really want from fans and, magazines and, analysts, we want just to be appreciated, for our hard work. So that's my final word.
Thank you very much, Cedric. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.